Alright guys, so today I'm going to be just sharing with you a little bit of a haul of just random things that I have listed recently or semi-recently, just some things that I haven't shared with you guys yet. Most of the stuff being from auctions and then some stuff that I've just been pulling from my death pile to list up. So it is after Christmas now. I hope everyone had a really good Christmas, and New Year's will be here too as well. Today I have an appointment to take Puppy to the vet. So we're going to be doing that. She's doing really good. She is like teething and stuff right now, so she is like in her biting and chewing phase, which she's doing okay, but I'm trying to teach her not to chew on fingers. Unfortunately, that's like one of her favorite things to gnaw on. So like my fingers are, you know, I got little teethy jab marks all over my hands right now, but she's really sweet and she's doing really well. Before we actually got her, she was being trained on puppy pads before, you know, we ever took her, so she caught on to those like super duper quick. We will eventually be starting to train her to go outside. Right now, like, we've taken her out a couple of times with her harness and leash on, and she just kind of thinks outside is just one large edible bed. Basically, she just wants to lay down in the grass and munch on leaves. So we're gonna have to, you know, get through that process of, you know, this is where you're going to eventually have to go out into the big world to use potty. So but yeah, she's doing so good and really keeping both Eric and I on our toes and that kind of thing. So I'm hoping soon I will eventually be able to get out and go to the thrift store while Eric stays here with her. So I'll try to do that here soon. But yeah, let's just get into some of the stuff that I have recently gotten listed. What I'm going to go over is everything in this box, and it is basically just vintage Putz houses. Eric and I won these at the auction. So we lotted these up together in different lots, and I'll show them to you and kind of like tell you, you know, why we decided to put them in the specific lots that they're in. So the first lot are all of these smaller Putz houses. They're full of glitter, and these all have stickers on the bottom that say made in West Germany. So there are 4 of those. That was one. I think that one was a church, and then all of the rest of these are little houses. So 4 altogether there were of those glittery houses. So those I listed as, were all listed as a buy it now for $39.99. I'm pretty sure I did these buy it now. I may have put auction down on some of them. Okay, so the next set that I have are these ones here, and these are a lot of 6. So these are much larger, and they all have a flocked feeling to them. Like the whole outside of them is kind of flocked, but they also have glitter as well, and these are marked Japan. So there's a yellow one that looks like that. This one here is green. This one is a red one. We got a blue and white. This is another red one, but a little bit different of a look to it. And then this one again is like a blue and white. So we listed those set of 6. I did put these on auction with a starting price of $29.99. This next one is an older one, and again, it doesn't have any markings on it, but you can tell by the look of it. And there's like a Santa Claus right here. He is a little bit damaged from age, but I would definitely say this one is older. And that one we put up on auction with a starting price of $25.99. Then I have a lot of these two. These are also marked Japan. So these are on the larger side as well. So we got this guy here, and then I put him up with this one. So they're like the same size basically. And this one I have up as a auction, starting price $19.99. And then the last set again is a lot of 6. And these ones are just really glittery and also marked Japan. So we got this pink one here. I'll try to go over these slightly quickly so we can get through them. Here's a green one. And these all kind of have bottle brush trees on the side. That's a white one. This one is a red one. We got a blue one. And then lastly, there is a white one. So all of those, lot of 6, I put up one auction with a starting price of $29.99. So that is all the Putz houses that we have. Next item I have is this ashtray. I'm kind of like, I don't really buy ashtrays very often because I feel like some of them just sit and they don't sell super fast or anything like that. But this one was really cool and very specific. It's large, square, with a beautiful cat on it. So obviously you don't have to use this as an ashtray. You could use it as like a little trinket dish or what have you. So it doesn't have any markings, so I'm not sure who it was originally made by, but I just thought it was really pretty with the kitty cat on there. So I listed this on auction with a starting price of $19.99. All right, Eric won these printing press stampers at the auction, and they're made of copper. They're on like a wooden block basically. So this first one is I believe this is a Smith & Wesson gun. You can see, so you would like, you know, use it as a stamper basically, but it's just on this like wooden block. We listed this one as a buy it now for $44.99. This next one is a shotgun of some sort. I think it says Stevens on it. But again, it's made of copper on like a wood block. And this one he listed as a buy it now for $49.99. And then this last one is of a fishing reel. At first we thought it was a coffee grinder, but it's a fishing reel. And then this one is listed at a buy it now for $39.99. All right, we won these 2 pixies, these little ceramic pixies at the auction. They're both marked Japan. So this one here is in a little shoe or boot. You can see it's marked Japan. These ones can sell really well, especially if you have more than one. People really like the little pixies. And then there was also this one who is just kind of sitting with its knee up in the air, but again also marked Japan. So I listed those together as a lot. I put them on auction with a starting price of $29.99. Okay, we got this little cute guy. Here's another kitty cat. I'm pretty sure this is a toothpick holder. It's just a little cat in a green boot. You can kind of see the rest of its body like tucked inside the boot. No markings, but you know, I'm pretty sure it's a toothpick holder. Won that at an auction, and I listed this guy for a buy it now of $12.99. All right, next thing also came from the auction. This is a set of wooden coasters, and they have little Scotty dogs. So they come in a wooden box, and then there are, I believe there's 8 coasters in here. So all wooden coasters with that same Scotty dog print. No markings on the back. They're all in really nice condition except 2 of them, which they used these 2. But all the rest don't look like they were ever used. So I listed those as a buy it now for $19.99. And again, they're in like a little storage box to keep them in. We won this Rosbro vintage plastic Santa Claus candy container. So he's just kind of like riding a reindeer. And he's in really good condition. There's only one other one listed, and I'm pretty sure the legs on the reindeer are completely broken off. So he's in really nice shape. And we listed him for he's on auction with a starting price of $49.99. So if he doesn't get a bid, I'm just going to relist him at that price and wait until he sells. Alrighties, we won Eric has been going to the auction without me because I've been staying home with the dog. So I apologize I don't have a whole lot of like prices on here because since I wasn't there, I don't have the numbers in my head basically of what was being spent. So I apologize for that. But he did win this Fenton fairy lamp, and this one is a hand-painted one with these pretty yellow flowers. So this is like a satin, you know, custard glass. It doesn't glow though, and it is signed by the artist up there in the top part of the shade. There is like a very small chip on one of the feet on the bottom, but otherwise it's in really nice shape. There was like dried candle wax stuck in it, so we did have to clean it out, but super pretty. And this one is listed for a buy it now of $39.99. This little guy I've had for a little while. This was mine personally. It's just a little glass perfume atomizer. I got this at a yard sale a long time ago, and I just used it like as decoration basically in my room. But I listed that as a buy it now for $12.99. I just love those perfume atomizers. They're so like just fancy. It's very cute. I got this little, you could use these as dollhouse furniture. Someone might have been just using them as like decorations in their bathroom basically, but they're two little porcelain toilet pieces. There is a ceramic toilet. It has a little flower there on the top. There's no markings on these. And then there's a matching sink. So I listed these together as the lot. Eric paid $1 for these. I did have that written down. And I listed them for a buy it now of $15.99. This next item actually already sold, so I'm going to throw it up over here. We won this whole large lot of children's books. They were by Weekly Reader, and they were called Just Ask. So each one was just like a question a child would ask, like, why is the sky blue, and stuff like that. So these were actually pretty desirable. I think also people who homeschool would really enjoy those. And they did. They sold for $125.99. So that was a good sale. All right, we got another vintage Rosbro candy container. This one is of a red plastic Santa boot, and this we have listed as a buy it now for $12.99. Still does have its little paper piece along the top there. This girl is listed, she is, I believe, Lefton or Napco. And she's a little Christmas girl, little shopper girl. Well, not maybe necessarily a shopper girl, but I guess could be. But just a little girl holding a doll. And she is marked 2233 there on the bottom. So I listed her on auction with a starting price of $19.99. I do think she has a bid. These next items were really cool. They were in these boxes here, Eric won. They are, I'm not sure what year they're from, but they are marked, they are by King's Key Finder. So this was something like you would, I think, attach into your purse. Like it's a little clip, see that you would clip into like a flap on your purse with your keys, so you could easily find your keys. But really pretty decorative look to them. This one has a pink stone on it. And this I listed as a buy it now for $14.99. There were a couple of these. He also won this one. This one's also pink, but it's silver with a pink piece right there. And also listed that one as a buy it now for $14.99. And then there's also this one, and I listed this one just slightly higher because it still had its original tag, but this is a silver and black one. But that's what the tag says. It says King's Key Finder, made in Los Angeles, California. So you can kind of see a little picture in there of it. And this one I listed as a buy it now for $19.99. Just because I figured, you know, it was neat that it had its original, you know, tag on it. This guy I got at a yard sale this past summer. This is a really cool monkey. This would be the Hear No Evil monkey, ceramic. It's got his legs crossed. And this is by Belle Casa by Gans. So obviously there would be 2 more that go with him. When I purchased him, there were only 2, so it wasn't a complete set, so I didn't list it as a complete set. I was gonna list this one with the other, but I figured I wouldn't, just in case, you know, someone only wanted the one, because, you know, maybe one they need to complete their collection or potentially broke and that kind of thing. So I decided to park them out, but this is the only one I have listed so far. I also have this bottle of perfume. This is an Elizabeth Arden perfume called Untold. So this has been used. You can see it smells really good. I listed this as a buy it now for $29.99. So now I get a lot of questions about selling used perfumes. If you have a used perfume that you're selling, you just have to list it under the collectibles, the perfume collectibles category, and there is in the drop down menu, you will have an option to list as used. So just make sure you do it that way. Okay, I have some of these dolls. These here can actually sell really well. People collect them. I'm pretty sure they're like Barbie dolls. I'm not sure, you know, their relation as far as that goes. But I won all of these for about like $6 a piece, I would say. So the first one I have is this one called Desiree Ladybug, and it's called Kelly Club is the name. These are from, do you have a year? 2001. So they're getting up there in age. I listed her as a buy it now for $29.99. Also have Babysitter Kia, again Kelly Club. This one I listed again as a buy it now for $29.99. And then this one is Deidre, dressed like a butterfly. And I also listed her as a buy it now for $29.99. I was hoping they would go for Christmas, but they did not. Okay, I got an Avon perfume. This is by, this is by Avon. This is called Carmala is the name. It's in this really pretty purple bottle. It doesn't have the box, and I do feel like it was used just a little bit because it's not filled to the tippy top. Got this at an auction, and this is listed for a buy it now of $89.99. This one is a harder to find fragrance, and very desirable. I feel like I stuck that halfway up my nose. Gross, Michelle. But it smells really good. All right, I have this set of 4 vintage Christmas bells. These are marked Japan on the inside. So I'll show them to you real quick. We have a boy like he'd be singing in a choir. We have a little girl with a, well, she's an angel. What do they call those? Lyres? Lyres? Come on. Where's the next one? So here's another one. Another little angel. And then we have Santa Claus. So these are like ornaments. They have little ribbons on the top so you can, you know, tie them to a tree. So a set of 4 of those. And I listed those all together for a buy it now of $39.99. Next item I have is this Germany wooden music box. This plays Silent Night. So this is wooden. It has a nativity scene on it with these really cool looking trees. I will play it for you for just a second here. So it does turn around on its base as it's playing. And then you just push this in to turn it off. Let's see, I paid $17 for this at the auction, and we listed it as a buy it now for $79.99. So nice wooden German piece. This next item Eric paid a decent amount for, but it's worth a good bit. This is a vintage Adler Wrangler racing team toy. So this is a metal die cast Adler truck. It comes with the car, the doll, all of the accessories. I mean, it's still brand new and sealed. I think this is from the 80s, I want to say. Does it have a date? I don't see a date on it. But yeah, this is worth a decent amount. He paid $95 for this at the auction, and we listed it for a buy it now of $349.99. So they are selling for around that price. It's really hard to find those types of toys still in their original packaging. I have a really sad gem doll. I got her at a yard sale. I just threw her in my pile, so she probably didn't cost much at all. But she does have her original little like dress on. Her tights, I don't know if those are her original tights, because it doesn't look like they would have gone up her legs very well. I was gonna just throw those away, but I figured, you know, if someone buys her, they may be able to like repurpose some of the tights to use as like a leg warmer or even like an arm warmer, like from down here. So I didn't throw them away, but I was debating on doing that just because they're really ripped up. But I listed her as a buy it now for $15.99. I got this little bottle. This is a miniature bottle of, I think this is Charlie Red perfume. It's a tiny, tiny little bottle. I listed this as a buy it now for $12.99. I do have a couple of Avon items. This is a Avon Home Fragrance Collection. It's a room and linen spray in the scent Fragrant Blooms. This is from 2006. It is still sealed. It's not filled to the tippy top, so I don't know if that just evaporated slightly from age. But I listed that as a buy it now for $12.99. I don't think any of those listed. And then I also have this Avon Skin So Soft Aromatherapy Calming Moisturizer. And this is still sealed. I listed that as a buy it now for $6.99. Some of you guys might recognize this guy. He's from the 80s. This is a keeper. So basically this would have had a little plastic key that would open up his stomach, and then you could store stuff in there, kind of like a little bit of a safe, basically, like a child's type of safe. But unfortunately his key is missing, so I can't open it. I mean, there could be something, I don't hear anything in there, but I mean, I guess there could be something potentially in there, but I can't get in. I picked this up at a yard sale, and I listed him for a buy it now of $15.99. So some of these, especially if they have the key and like their little pet, they came with pets as well, can sell all right. A Nancy Drew book. This is called The Secret of the Wooden Lady. So it still has its original dust cover and everything. It is from, what's the date on you? This is from 1950 is the year. I put this up as a buy it now for $19.99. Some of these can sell a little better than others. I guess it just depends on, you know, whether or not they have the dust covers whether or not they have the dust covers and you know, the title, like what title it is. I have this cassette tape. This is 311. This was the self-titled cassette tape. I used to love 311 when I was like in, I'd say 8th grade. I was obsessed from 8th grade till like freshman year of high school. This was my jam, my absolute jam. I put this up as a buy it now for $14.99. I got a PS2 game. This is Bratz Diamonds. So this is really awesome because it comes with a brand new, never opened set of Bratz clothing. So that's what kind of makes this game a little more like worth more, basically, because it comes with the, you know, original clothing pieces that I have up as a buy it now for $59.99. I have this Kurt Adler Christmas ornament. This is called Noble Gems, and it's of a bunch of mistletoe. So we paid $1 for this ornament, and I have it listed as a buy it now for $14.99. The last thing that I have, I believe, to share with you guys are these. I won these at the auction. These are so incredibly cool. I've never seen anything quite like them before. These are little spun cotton ornaments. I guess you could string these up as ornaments. They have like a bunch of mercury beads on their bottom, and just really cool. I mean, they look like elves or pixies. There's a set of 2 of them. I listed them high because I've never seen, you know, anything quite like them before. I listed them as a buy it now for $59.99. I think they have a couple watchers, but you know, I may eventually have to come down on the price of them, but as of now, I just kind of listed high since, you know, they're just really interesting. But that is everything for this haul. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I know sometimes I feel like maybe some people think hauls are kind of boring, but you know, I'm gonna try and get out there and get some actual like footage videos up. Eric and I plan to go to an auction preview this weekend. I do go to the previews with him and help, you know, do all of the research. Well, he helps to do the research of the items that, you know, we're going to be interested in bidding on and how much we're willing to pay for them and stuff like that. And I'm debating on taking the dog with me to the preview, so we'll see. A lot of places don't mind when you take the dogs with them. A lot of auctions are at fire halls and things like that, and I know an auction that I go to pretty frequently, like ever since they found out I had a dog, like every time I go in, where's the dog, where's the dog, because they want me to bring it in. But I haven't really exposed her too much to, you know, the outside world like that. So I do want to take her though. So we'll see, you know, how she acts. If she is, you know, calm enough to, you know, take her out more, then, you know, I'll try to bring her along with me to certain places that, you know, I'm able to bring a dog to. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this one. You'll have to let me know what you thought down in the comments, and I will see you next time.